Okay, so it's September, almost fall. And the forecast for today is like 111 degrees. So I've decided I'm going to escape to the coast. I live on the coast, but like further, like the coast, like where the water is. Except that's what everyone is doing, because it's going to be 111 degrees. So instead of going to the beach where everyone's going to be, I'm going to hit up some antique stores and some thrift stores. I've been to one of these stores before. The other one, I have a friend who works there. I don't think she's working today. I don't know, maybe she is, but we'll find out. But this one antique store I've been to once before, there were 2 people in the store, and that's when there wasn't a pandemic, so I think I'll be okay. It's a huge warehouse. I really don't think I'm going to run into anyone, so off we go.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you.
How is it hotter here? When I left my house, it was 93 degrees. It's like 104 here. I think I saw it was like 106. Well, that kind of defeated the purpose, but not entirely, because I'm going to be inside. I'm not going to the beach.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, there was a huge line of cars to get into town. So I don't know if I'm going to go into my friend's coffee shop. That was the part of the plan, because she opened the coffee shop, and I've never had coffee, and I promised her that my very first coffee would be at her coffee shop. But considering... Jesus. I don't know. Maybe it'll calm down by the time I'm done in here. I'll have to just wait and see. So, let's go in, I guess. Alright, I'm doing a voiceover because I was not about to talk out loud in that place. A Target maybe, when people are like doing their own thing and there's a lot of noise, but this was a warehouse, so everything echoed and there are so few people they could definitely hear me, so voiceover time. First thing I saw when I walked in were all these crystals and fossils, which aren't like a vintage or antique thing, but I do love a good rock. I found this Victorian condiment caddy, which I absolutely love, but I have no purpose for, so that's sad. I found these Dutch-themed spice shakers, as well as this tea set from the Netherlands, and I'm Dutch, so that's cool. I found all of these old books, and there are lots of classics, and they look really worn and old, but for the life of me, I could not find a publishing date. Like, anywhere. I looked. Trust me, I looked. So maybe someone who's familiar with books, especially old books, could maybe give me an approximate, like, how old is this, do you think? Because I have no idea. Yeah, then I found some racist dolls. I'm not going to elaborate, you can take a guess what that means. Alright, let's look at this book. Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. It's leather-bound, it's in really good condition. Like, look at how beautiful this is. Like, great condition. How old do you think it is? Don't be shy, take a guess. How old would you say this book is? Okay, $7. $7 for a leather-bound, complete Chaucer's Canterbury Tales in great condition. How old do you think it is? Would you have guessed 1934? Because it's from 1934. I think about this all the time. I regret not buying it. I so regret not buying it. I'm gonna go back and get it. I want to go back and get it so bad. I want it so bad. I found these other shakers, which look like books with roosters, so that's cool. I found this book from like the Boston School of Cooking, and it was super old, and yeah, 1910s, yeah. So it was clearly gifted to someone in like the 80s, and inside was a newspaper clipping of a recipe, which was clearly not from the 1910s, so I would have guessed about 1980s when this was gifted to them. Alright, I loved this. A tea leaf reading? What's it called? Like when you read tea leaves. And I'm so mad it was so expensive and also probably made of lead paint. So I found this book called The Science of Human Life, and I thought, wow, that's so old, I wonder what it has to say. Alrighty, never mind. So I found this iron, like iron, and I kind of wanted it just for authenticity's sake, but also, I did not. This was really cool as well. I still think about this. Antique collars? Hello? I would guess late Victorian or early Edwardian. Probably more early Edwardian. Looks like there's 3, I don't know. So there was a mink stole that I found back in March when I was here for the first time, and it was gone, which was sad, but it was like $111, and I told myself, don't buy that, that's $111, so somebody bought it. Here was the oldest thing here I could find, 1831, Barbara of Seville poster. Seriously. Like, huh? Also, a box set of Charmed, if anyone wants that. This was the oldest book I could find. It was from 1891, and it was falling apart in my hands, but it was pretty cool. I found this vintage perfume bottle, and it was super cool, and I kind of liked it, but I also couldn't figure out if it was refillable or not, so yeah. Then, a miracle happened. I found the mink coat from March. It was tucked away in the clothing section. It was still there. I was freaking out. I was losing my mind. My heart was pounding. I was hyperventilating. It was still here. After all of these months, it was still here. Nobody had bought it. Maybe it's been marked down. Possibly it's been here so long, can it be marked down? A lady came over and said, "Do you want me to take that up to the front?" I said, "Yes." And I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry. I actually lost it. Genuinely.
Hi everyone, Hannah here from the future. I looked back on my old TikTok where I showed the first mink stole I found, and it turns out it's not the same one because the lining is a different pattern. So yeah, different stole.
I'm so sorry this is shaky, but I was freaking out. Vintage buttons? I don't have a date, but I bought those. I don't think you guys understand how close I am to crying right now. Like, look at... It's not too bad, but I usually don't... I'm literally shaking right now. I don't know if you can see that, but $36 for a genuine mink coat from, they estimated, like, the folks in the store that talked about it, they estimated the 50s. They don't have an exact date. A vintage, and this is real. I've worn real mink for theater. I know this is real. I can feel it. Like, this, and it's old, like, looking at it. I know. I would say 50s is the right approximation. I've seen these before. $36 for a genuine 1950s mink stole. I'm losing my mind. This is going to be my pride and joy. Like, I'm going to wear this to every formal event I ever get invited to. Now, I haven't been invited to a lot of formal events, but also I'm like 20, so I hope that as I go more into professional, as I... Do you understand what's going through my head right now? Oh my god, I'm almost crying.
Hey guys, future Hannah again. I just realized that some people might try to give me flack for buying real fur, so I just want to say that I would never buy real fur brand new and first hand because, yeah, the fur industry is messed up. But this stole was made before either of my parents were born, so I had nothing to do with the supply and demand of this product. And I personally think it's quite ethical to buy vintage furs because otherwise I would have bought a fox piece and contributed to microplastics while real fur sat in a warehouse for who knows how long, not being used. So that's just my 2 cents.
And then I didn't see it. I went through, I saw the spot where it was hanging before, it wasn't there, so I was like, bummer, oh well, I wasn't going to spend $110. Whoever's going to spend $110, they get it. That's how it works, how price works. Then I was like, oh, I'm just going to go back to the clothing and see if there's, like, anything there. Like, there usually isn't, and by usually I mean, like, the one time I came here, there wasn't, but I'm going to check. And it was hidden. Because they've lowered the price. And I also got these buttons. I'm genuinely about to cry right now. Okay, so, given how busy things are here, because it's getting hotter at my place, and, I don't think I'm gonna go check out the coffee shop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're seeing this, Melissa. I'm sorry. I would love to go to your place, but today is not the day because it's a 3-day weekend and it's super hot where I live, so everybody's escaping to the coast, so it's way too busy. I don't even know if I want to go to the other thrift store at this point. I don't even know if I want to go to the other thrift store. I don't even know if I want to let this out of my sight. I think I'm just gonna go home. It's like 12:40. I've been here for like over an hour. Like just over an hour. I think I'm just gonna go home and cry. And edit this video. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. Obviously I had to get all dressed up. Obviously I had to get all dressed up. So I don't think this really matches the dress. I like the dress a lot, but I don't think it's meant to be worn over something like this. If it were long, I feel like it'd do better, but it's just like a knee-length dress. It's so soft. I'm actually losing my mind. I feel really good right now. Yeah. I'm living it up right now. I don't even know what to do with myself because I only have really one dress that goes with this. Guess I'll just have to make one. Haha. Anyway, today's adventure went a little differently than planned. But I'm not complaining.
Falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through.